What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? This your girl Lyrics. So I wanted to bring this message because this is something I've dealt with for a lot. So I'm talking to my empaths. I'm talking to my clansentians. I'm talking to a lot of people, my clan audience, just all my people with spiritual gifts. And even if you don't know you have them yet, one thing about having a spiritual gift, when you are at a certain point in your journey, you would think that, dang, the world is against you. You would think that, why I don't get invited places. Why nobody mess with me when I'm this loving and caring person and I give good energy? Why ain't nobody vibing? Why nobody vibing with me? One thing I had to realize, because I had just seen somebody, like one of my siblings, having a get together, but I had to realize that when you have a light, and you a light worker, and you vibrating at a certain type of frequency, a lot of people are not going to like your light because it's going to irritate their demons. And if you know that, you will know that this is you, because you're going to be the black sheep of the family. You're going to be the outcast. You're going to be different. You're going to feel different. But when you get to that point, you just have to recognize that it's not you. It's nothing wrong with you. It's nothing that you do. It's you being you, especially when you get to the part of your journey when you let go of your ego and you don't care what people think. You don't care how people view you. That is a type of energy that a lot of people, they don't really gravitate towards unless they want to utilize you for something. And sometimes it's better the fact that nobody do invite you, because guess what? Especially when you're an empath, you don't want to go anyway, because you don't know what energy gonna be there. Cause I'm the type of person, I'm very empathic, and the more that I became on my journey, the more that I go through it, I get more sensitive. So I had to come to the point where I had to learn how to protect my energy. And the way that I found, everybody got their own tactics. Some people, use the white light meditation, envisioning that they got the white light going through them. I use like a bubble because I like how free a bubble is. It just be floating and it's beautiful. And it's just, when I look at bubbles, I feel safe. I feel relaxed. So I just imagine myself in a bubble, and I do imagine like white light around it. And I keep myself in my energy, because when you're an empath, you are, and you 9 out of 10, you are a healer. So you're going to attract a whole bunch of broken people. You're going to attract people that got broken hearts. They see how you is, they see how your energy is, and they going to attach themselves to your energy because it's good, it's pure. And at the end of the day, you get to a point in your journey where you just like, it is what it is. It's like, it's a part of who you are. You're not, people be like, oh, you attract what you are. No, if you are a healer, know that you're going to attract people that's broken. That's just a part of it. You're not going to always attract people that's healed, because then you wouldn't be doing your job. You wouldn't be doing your service. You wouldn't be doing people a service. But sometimes that don't mean that you stay in it. Once you recognize that you are with somebody that's not healed, you cannot be super saber ho. You cannot be a superman. You cannot change people. I thought, okay, well, I can help this person work through this and help them work through that. Man, it ended up breaking me. I end up losing my ability to express myself. I end up losing my intuition and trust in myself. That's your gift. Your gift is that you can trust yourself. You got the ability to know. And especially a lot of the manipulators, they have narcissist tendencies. So they very bad liars. And one thing about when you are clairsentient, you like they can lie to you and you already know that they lying. But you gotta understand that when they lie to you, you cannot be like, I know you're lying. Yeah, I used to get so annoyed. I used to let that annoy me. Oh, I know you lying. Why you gotta lie? You get annoyed and frustrated and irritated. You have to realize who these people are. You have to see them for who they are. That's why I told my story, and I'm about to post my story today. So you'll be seeing this. If you want to see my story, go back and see my story. But I've been going on and on if I was going to post it. But you have to know that this is some of the signs that you are dealing with somebody that's manipulating you. Somebody that's, when you're an empath, you are so vulnerable for it because you feel people pain. You see the good in people, but they also take advantage of that. They take advantage of that, and you will lose yourself trying to help people sometimes if you don't separate that. If you don't separate yourself from who they are and what they're trying to do. Because we are easy to manipulate. Because we care, we are compassionate, we are loving, we see like I said, the good in people. But just because you see the good in people, and you that's why you have to keep going through this journey, because spirit will put somebody in your life that's gonna make you pay attention. That's gonna make you know things that you never knew. It's gonna make you say, wake up. And that's what this relationship did for me. It woke me up because I've been ignoring my gifts. When I was young, I felt like people took that away from me. They manipulated me so bad that I feel like I couldn't even trust myself. And I got to a point where I wasn't healing it, but I got to a point where I was like just going on with numbing it and holding it in and going on with life. And I wasn't coming across people that I wasn't able to just be stuck with. So I guess Spirit said, I'm going to put somebody in your life that is going to shine the light on every last thing that you did not heal. And I'm telling you, it's not going to feel good. It's not going to be easy. So before you get to that point, if you haven't, start healing. Start thinking of the things that you allow. Start thinking of the things that you could possibly, grow from and heal from and release. Because a lot of us don't release. We don't release those heartaches. We keep them in, we bottle them in, we act like we okay. It's an act. You got to release them so you can be okay. You got to feel those emotions, because I've been so emotional lately, crying and breaking down because I'm releasing the past hurt. I am releasing the things that have been holding me back. I'm releasing the things that been attracting these type of people. But it don't matter where you at in your journey, you're going to attract a broken person. You might not attract them always in your relationships, but you're going to attract them in friends. You're going to attract them in people you got to deal with. You're going to attract them so when they do come, you going to be at a certain place where you know how to handle them, because they think that empaths, we are just dumb. They think that we are all these things. But when we get to a certain point and when we get tired enough, we realize that we have a power. One thing about empath people, light workers, intuitive people, we have a power that not many other people have. We have the power to deal be around these people that we don't have to attach ourselves to them. You gotta be detached from these type of people. If they are narcissists, if they are manipulators, you gotta detach. You can observe what they doing. You can observe their feelings. But once you attach to them, it pours into you. So it's all about learning how to protect yourself, protect your energy, protect your mind, protect everything, because when you around these people, you start getting their thoughts. When you have these gifts, you be thinking like you worthless. You be thinking because of these are what they feeling. You pick these up and you think that there are your own thoughts, your own feelings, your own emotions, and they're not. Once you remove it, you realize, damn, that wasn't mine. I was feeling depressed. I was feeling like I didn't want to be here. I was feeling like I wasn't confident. I was feeling all these negative, low frequency energies until I removed them and released them and said, no, these are not mine. And guess what now? I feel confident. Guess what now? I feel peace. Guess what now? I feel like I release. I don't feel no weight. I don't feel no guilt. I don't feel none of those emotions. You have to release them. And not meaning that they won't come back, but you have to release them and let them go. Let them go. And that's the key. And don't feel bad when people treat you a certain way. If you the black sheep, it's because God is isolating you because you have gifts. You have gifts that need to be hidden until you can get to a point where you have a little bit of control of how you interact with your abilities, because he won't show you your abilities if you go to abuse them or misuse them or any of these things. Because a lot of people, they unlock these gifts and they abuse their gifts. They use them for power and other things. But when you are a light worker, you are here to use your gifts. And just because you are a light worker don't mean that you don't deal with your shadow. That's what people mess it up with. You can't just be all about light. You have to go to them dark places. You got to go through them hurt places. You got to go to them places that you don't want to face. You can't just be over here in La La Land talking about I'm a light worker. You got to go into them shadows too. You got to shine light on them shadows. You got to utilize your shadow side too. In a good way, not for evil, but you have to. Because a lot of people forget about that part, being a light worker. Yeah, you a light worker, but you got to go into the shadows sometimes. And that being said, you guys take care. Like I always tell you, love yourself, love others, be true to you, create and be a co-creator. Do not let your circumstances trap you down and make you feel stuck and make you feel chained up, because you're not. That's all the illusion. Peace.